All right, looks like we're going live right now. So let's do this. All right, so give me a second. We're going to set everything up. Random chaos is today. And we're going here. All right. Okay, here's what we got. All right, so this is essentially our first live here on this platform. So I want to sort of explain what we're hoping to do and what we're hoping to achieve out of it. As you may or may not know, my name is Spencer Aiken, and I recently started the Stronger Together Education Academy in the hopes of taking my experience in the fitness industry and shift it into the physical education realm to help teachers understand that there is more to just workouts, fitness, health, wellness, programming, and all that such is involved besides just playing games and playing sports. And those things are great, but there's also a better methodology for learning hand-eye coordination, body control, stability, skill acquisition, catching skills, kicking skills. And there is a new, let's say, science behind everything. It's not really science, it's more like anecdotal stuff. But we have new ways to improve the skill set for youth and kids and all that. And we've been using it and applying it in the fitness industry, and sports performance training has evolved. So there's a lot of things that if you haven't recently learned anything or taken those courses, you might not be up to date. Having graduated from college with a degree in exercise science 98, so 22 years ago, I did not have a knowledge of actual fitness training, and I took the degree in that degree, or that course in that degree. But we're trying to bridge the gap from classroom, or from college to classroom, as we say. So we are bridging the gap from college to the classroom. All right. So we're going to help you, or my goal is to help you understand methodology behind the madness of why we want to do certain things, and the best methodology to help bridge the gap and to prevent adult onset diabetes, adult onset obesity, prevent youth buildup of obesity stats, and all the while teaching kids how to improve their selection of certain things, healthier choices, healthier activities, movement, and how to do things and making it fun. So let's get right to the point. All right. What are we doing today, and what are we talking about? Today's live will be about random chaos, and is it the best methodology for working with youth? And what do I mean by random chaos? There is a school of thought that if you just pick a bunch of exercises and make people do them, you're going to achieve a result. But the question is that necessarily the result that you're hoping for? So I have this workout written down. This may look familiar to you. All right, so let's say today we're going to do 50 jumping jacks. We're going to do 25 squats. We're going to do 10 push-ups. We're going to do a 100-yard run, and then we're going to do 20 crunches. All right, so boom, 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 and repeat. Boom, 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 and repeat. Boom, 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 and repeat. And that's going to be the length of your class, whether it be 20 minutes with a cool down, a warm-up, and all that, or whether it be 30 or 40 minutes, depending on how the length of your class. That would be the workout for the day. Now, here's the thing. Are you really, truly teaching skill acquisition, which is the real true goal of PE in school, is skill acquisition that they can use for the rest of their life? Are you keeping them safe? Remember, increase of injury happens when you're fatigued. Okay, so you're going to be fatigued right off the bat. And are you really teaching them how to acquire the skills that they can use for the rest of their life? What's going to happen when you're fatigued? You're essentially just going to have the goal of get through it. And when that mentality happens of just get through it, we lose our desire to maintain form and do it properly. It's just the natural. Now, there are outliers and the exception to the rule, and they'll continue doing it. However, human nature says, hey, I just want to get through it, especially if you're dealing with the most non-motivated or not the most motivated individuals, which potentially you have in some of your classes. All right, so if we just say, here, do this for the remainder of the class, are you really truly teaching them the skills that are going to help them to walk into the gym or a workout setting when they're 30 years old and be able to pick out a spot in the gym and say, hey, I'm going to go do this exercise? Are you really setting them up for success of future benefit by just having them randomly not care about their form, not care about their technique, and not necessarily truly delving into the finite, minuscule skills of doing everything properly? Remember, fitness has a very low risk of injury. That's because generally we do things correctly. We try to do things correctly. It's most of the time we're injured when it's fatigued and or improper form. So when done properly, those movements of exercise, squats, lunges, presses, carries, hinges, rotations, they have a very low risk of injury. When we allow those to creep up, we have a high risk of injury. Okay, that's why you hear so many people nowadays saying, I got hurt doing, and then there's some exercise involved. And it has a lot to do with the random chaos philosophy of working out. Generally speaking, that's okay with trained adults because they've learned and mastered the movements already. When you're working with people learning the movements, you do not throw in the random chaos equation into that, okay? We must teach them little by little, build that foundation, and that foundation will serve them to do it for the rest of their life. We have to build that foundation first, all right? So that's what we're talking about with our random chaos philosophy. Is that necessarily the best methodology for you to be using for your students, all right? So think about linear progression, and we'll end on this note. We want to teach them one skill, let them learn that skill, refine that skill, and then master that skill. If we're constantly jumping to new skills, do we ever really learn that skill? So think about one exercise, let them learn it, let them do another set of it, let them refine it, let them master it. It might take a couple workouts, but let them do it, let them get better, let them master it, and then move on to, okay? If you're constantly making them thinking of, well, what am I supposed to be doing? They never get a chance to just kind of have that aha moment of, oh yeah, I know what this is. It's like riding a bike. Once you learn how to ride a bike, you know how to ride a bike. But you have to master the skill of riding that bike, that aha moment, and now you know how to do it for the rest of your life. Once you learn how to squat, you will know how to squat for the rest of your life. All right? That's all we have for today. This is our lesson on random chaos methodology. Next Monday, we're also going to be doing another live here, 5:30 PST. We're going to be talking exercise programming and exercise selection. So choosing exercises that are going to help to establish the foundation for them to work out and safely do it for the rest of their life by building that foundation on proper exercise programming and exercise selection. All right. If you guys have any questions, you can hit me up on Facebook Messenger, Spencer Aiken, or you can just email us. That's probably the best way. info@strongertogetherfamily.com, and we'll get back to you. If you have any questions, please go for it. Just hit us up, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. And or please just leave a comment below if you really like what we're doing. If you're new to the group, please hit us up. Subscribe to this page. And we'll continue to bring you as much information as we can put out. All right, that's all I have for today. You guys go out, be awesome, be amazing. Thank you.